I show you the wooden soldier Santa left me?
100 times.
I'll get it and show you again.
You can see the bags in my eye. You can also see where my friend hit me with a dog toy. I guess that can, leave a mark. I didn't fucking know that. But let's focus on the video. Here today, we are reacting to another Rankin Bass movie. For those of you who don't know what Rankin Bass is, they made Frosty, Rudolph, and a bunch of Christmas classics. I've reacted to most of the movies so far, especially the Christmas movies. And I'm reacting to one more here today. It's the Stingiest Man In Town, which I just thought sounded hilarious. I was excited to see what it is, but when looking up the movie a little bit, I found out it's just a Christmas Carol. Like, if I knew Rankin Bass made a Christmas Carol adaptation, I would have watched this sooner. Actually, before looking this up, I was thinking in my head, if they made a Christmas Carol, man, that shit would go great. They did make an animated version of Charles Dickens' Cricket on the Hearth, so I just thought it would be a cool idea, and I didn't know why they, went with that movie instead of the Christmas Carol, and apparently they did this entire time, so I'm so excited to see it here today. Like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and without further ado, let's get into this video.
Welcome to the merry household of the kindest and most generous man in town, Ebenezer Scrooge. You're surprised that I call Scrooge kind and generous? Well, you can take my word for it. Who am I? The London humbug, of course. B-A-H humbug, to be more precise. True, Mr. Scrooge wasn't always so jolly.
Okay, so they made Humbug into an actual character, and I'm gonna admit, I do like his design. I like his little, art style. I thought at first he was going to be like the Ghost of Christmas Past or something like that, because Jiminy Cricket did for the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol. So I just thought he was, showing up early for the movie.
There was a time back when he was as mean and miserable as the counting house in which he conducted his business.
Away, away with you and your infernal Merry Christmas.
It's Scrooge!
Christmas! Humbug! Humbug!
Used to be his favorite word. My mom heard it so often, that's how I got my name.
Bro, imagine you got your name because your mom just heard some angry old fuck just say the word 100 times a day. Like, what the fuck? I feel bad for my dude Humbug. I feel like your mom might not have liked you too much.
A pretty way to be wasting my time. An old-fashioned Christmas, bah humbug. You'll be an old-fashioned pauper if you don't attend to your job.
You wouldn't discharge me, sir. Not on Christmas Eve.
Oh, wouldn't I? Back to work. And what is this? Stealing my coal, are we?
For the stove, sir. It's so damp and chilly in here.
Had to sneak it in lump by lump and pop it in the fire when the old buzzard's back was turned.
Next thing, you'll be picking my pockets.
Oh, look, Mr. Scrooge. Your nephew Fred is coming to pay you a call.
What's that fool want?
Bro, it's just straight up hate. This is one of... I love the Christmas Carol so much, and I really like when kids movies actually do it more sometimes than adult movies, because just the goofiness they can do with Ebenezer Scrooge and everyone around him is just great. Like, you have the humbug, by the coal being like, yeah, you gotta sneak in one by one. This place would be freezing, and he's just shivering himself. And then we have Scrooge. Then we have this man right here, Scrooge, just straight up hating his nephews. It's like, what the fuck is he doing here? Visiting his family? Fucking disgusting. What the fuck? My boy Crockett just straight up took that opportunity to switch the subject so fast. It's just like, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, I did do. Oh, 1 second. It's your nephew, man. We can talk about this later. Dude, I love Humbug because after... Dude, I like Humbug because after Scrooge saw Crockett fall into the snow, he just went back inside like an asshole, went in to like shake his coins and hold one is missing, not counted, didn't double check, just thought one was missing just purely based on sound. I was like, you know, if one's missing, it must be Crockett. I'm just gonna chalk his pay. Like a giant cunt, and now Humbug is going in on a song about just how stingy of a man he is, and I can't include the song. I wish I could, but Humbug is just a fucking legend.
Just my imagination. Bosh. Ghosts. A lot of humbug.
Didn't look like humbug to me. Yeah, it was a humbug. Well, old Scrooge got himself upstairs to bed.
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Ridiculous. You're nothing but a humbug.
See me. How can you doubt your senses?
What?
Scream at him one more time, why don't you? I just thought like how repeat he was just gonna just keep doing it. Ah! Believe in me, ah! What the fuck? And how savage is this? How Scrooge just be like, nah, no ghost here. As he's standing face to face with Jacob Marley. What the fuck? I get he's supposed to deny it, but usually they just like, you know, cover themselves up with the blanket or straight up scared right away. He's just like, no, this isn't fucking happening. I mean, he's scared now, and so is Humbug, who just ditched this movie. He's just full on quit. He gave in his 2-week notice. I will say this, though, I can't include any of the songs. The songs actually helping the movie a lot. It's not just one or two like they do in some Rankin Bass movies. It's almost as if it's making it into a full-on musical, almost. With a lot of scenes of dialogue also thrown in, so it's a little bit of both worlds for everyone who likes the songs, who doesn't like the songs. And the song right here is talking about like, oh, he's gonna die and drag the chains on with him. Which, I don't know. I feel like some people don't go in enough when talking to Scrooge about like the consequences of his actions and what it's gonna lead to and how it's gonna be like Jacob Marley one day. And like they always imply and he's just like, I'm gonna end up like you, ain't I? And he's like, yes! And then it's kind of almost the quickest of the ghosts to go by. So I'm kind of glad that they're actually extending Jacob Marley's presence into this movie.
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
Your past. Here, hold my hand.
I know not where you take me, yet all is strangely familiar.
Bro, is Humbug not gonna join in on this adventure? What the fuck? He's just being left. And they rushed this one a little bit. Like, if I'm gonna give them the compliments, I'm gonna have to criticize them a bit too. They just rushed straight into the Ghost of Christmas Past. Also, I don't really like this design of the Christmas Past. Like, it's fine, it's, you know, cool, but I don't know, I just feel like so many movies do it better. And I get they used an old person to represent the past instead of someone younger and stuff like that, but I don't know. It just feels like with it being the past, I get the, you know, why you might do an old person because it represents it being long ago. But I don't know, just usually with like the younger, like flamey looking person or just a younger glowing person in general, I just feels like represents the hope of the past.
Look upon yourself when you were younger.
That's me and my fiancée, Belle. Oh, she was lovely, I remember. That dance was so lively. We came out into the snow to cool ourselves. Oh, she's so near, I can smell her fragrance.
Well, that's because she is near to you. For a second though, when they showed like, oh, that was me and ex-fiance together. It was showing that one guy and the old dude, so I was just like, oh, huh. Before they showed the actual couple, it was just, maybe you should have showed them dancing first before you started showing other people. I don't know.
You must drain the cup to the dregs. Recall how you drove love from your heart and replaced it with the worship of money.
No!
Yes, another idol has taken my place.
Oh, really? That's going a bit far, don't you think, Belle? Hawkins is 3 months in default. Do you realize how much money I stand to lose?
But Ebenezer, it is Christmas.
Christmas? Bah! Christmas is a folly. It's a waste of time. A fraud. It's a humbug. Yes, by Jove. Christmas is a humbug.
I wish to break off our engagement, Ebenezer.
I appreciate the other versions a little bit more, though I like the kind of setup with it, where they're explaining how he replaced his love of her with money, but just like, I know it's not what's happening, but it's almost as if him saying humbug was like the final straw, which I know it's not, but it kind of just sounds like it. Oh god, I can't remember which version of the Christmas Carol it is, but I believe there is one where he, like the debt he's looking at this scene in the movie is either her house or like one of her family members. I can't remember what it is, but that one was always great, because it's just so savage and so cunty to do.
My parlor! What's happened to my parlor?
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Come and know me better, for you have never known the likes of me before.
What are you?
The Christmas spirit. Come.
No!
Bro, out of all the ghosts to deny, this dude looks great. He just wants to hang out with you. Why are you so scared of this one? The other one literally showed you your past trauma. What the fuck? I also really appreciate them making him look like Santa Claus. I don't know. Just the fact that the current Christmas spirit is Santa, in a way, even though they're not saying it. But they make him sound like Santa. He looks like Santa. I just appreciate it.
The children and Bob, home from church.
Mother, our goose may be small, but we can smell it all the way home.
Where's your father and Tiny Tim?
Who wants to know?
How's the pudding coming, Mother?
Bubbling and singing in its copper pot as if it was a Christmas caroler.
My, but Santa was generous this year. Not at all like Mr. Scrooge. Boo!
Okay, I'm so timid. Oh my god, I love that these kids are just insulting him. It's so savage. But Tiny Tim, why did they give him those cheeks? Like the little sulkers on it, the way they did his eyes so different than everyone else. I don't know. Just makes him look like he has a face of a doll. And it's so weird. I don't like it whatsoever. Oh shit, almost knocked something over. Oh, now I am knocking stuff over. I also like that... Fuck, I keep knocking stuff over. I also like that... that shitty little tree is just like... Oh my god! This shit is great! We're so fucking lucky this year! They always make Tiny Tim so hopeful and so sweet. It's so great.
There is yet another Christmas to visit, even though you refused the invitation yesterday.
Oh, no! Not my nephew Fred's dinner party!
I give you a toast to my Uncle Scrooge.
I'll not drink to him, dear husband.
Take pity on him, dear wife.
Pity on a man so rich? Show compassion for the enormous profits he makes?
Profits? True. But how do the profits profit him? To Uncle Scrooge, may he someday know I love him and feel the glow of Christmas.
Sometimes they make his nephew insult him and dislike him. This one's so sweet. It's just like, I really hope one day he knows I love him. Oh yeah, you know, I'm not pitying his money and his financial situation, but he may be profiting in money. But is he truly profiting? That's so sweet. And meanwhile, Scrooge is just like the most scared he's been in this entire movie. Just like, wait, we're going to his dinner party? Fuck! No! No! God damn it, no! It's not that scared, he just really hates his nephew.
What next? Uh-oh. The ghost of Christmas yet to come.
And where'd you steal these, love? From a dead man's home.
And who have they robbed? Who? I can't see the name. Oh, it's me! It's Ebenezer Scrooge!
You wear a chain.
Okay, I thought they were gonna rush past this whole scene like most people do. Because the Ghost of Christmas Future either gets like a intense scene or a pretty quick scene. And it's always the same. And I thought they were gonna do it a little bit of too quick, which is how he was away in the window, never directly meeting, which was a little disappointing because in most versions of the Christmas Carol now, the Ghost of Christmas Future's entrance is kind of like the most intense part and kind of takes up half his runtime. But they kind of shortened it up to almost intensify like him from a distance as we zoom in later on his grave. And even though they weren't appearing very much, those 3 grave robbers were in the book, and I don't think included in many versions of the story when it gets adapted. So I kind of like their feature. Now we're gonna get an entire song sang by the ghost all around them. I actually at first didn't think it was gonna be that good. I do think they're doing very good on this intensity that the Ghost of Christmas Future needs. But let's be honest, we don't know how the rest of this movie ends. He begs the Ghost of Christmas Future like, oh my god, is this the way it's always gonna be for the rest of my life? Wakes up the next morning realizing he can change. He visits his nephew, he visits Tiny Tim, he gives the partnership to Crockett, he gives money to random people throughout the town, and in this version he also sings a little song, and it all goes well in the end. I had a high expectation of this studio making the Christmas Carol. I love the studio, I love the Christmas Carol. It's one of my favorite things about Christmas is both of those things besides My Boy the Grinch, which is now technically included in this as well. But honestly, they did really well. I wish I could have included some of the songs for review, but of course I have to cut things because YouTube prefers things getting cut, and same with the studios, so you can react to it. You gotta cut a certain amount out and things like that. But we're a few days away from Christmas. I know I'm gonna do at least one more Christmas video. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. I already reacted to one of my other favorites of all time. And it's also from the studio. I don't want to give it away because it might get copy strike. But you know what, fuck it, I'll say it anyways. Hopefully we'll get to go out and this won't be a waste. We're gonna react to A Year Without a Santa Claus. I am so excited. I really hope it goes out and I'm not jinxing myself ahead of time. Like, subscribe to see that soon. Maybe one more or something else non-Christmassy thrown in before then. But like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff to see it. If I don't see you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and have a good night.